All right. Welcome to episode 5. So, we had a lot going on last time. A Aslantes ship, just a small little troop carrier, escaped orbit from the planet, rushed up into space. You were called upon by Corum to go chase them down, to which you guys did, and, rather handily were able to blow it up. But as you were trying to engage it in combat, a Sumpter troop carrier, basically an Aslanti troop carrier, these guys showed up. Looks like it had been in system maybe for a little bit. It was definitely hiding behind some asteroids. You continue to engage it in combat. When an Oma jumped out of the drift. Specifically the Oma, the bio ship, known as the Edge of Perdition. Captained by one Captain Trison. It is a force to be reckoned with. And with your guys' help, breaking down the shields and weakening it, it was able to finish it off by pretty much biting the ship in half. You all touch back down on the planet where you actually met Trison face to face. He's kind of this largely unarmored, kind of medals, a couple of medals on his shirt. His crew has kind of this like deep blue set of like flight fatigues with not like full armor like the Aeon do, but plating over vital areas like the chest, arms, and the sort of artery regions. Anywhere that is not the cloth, like the armor bits, all seem to shine like abalone shell. Trison himself also had a augmetic, for lack of a better word, which appeared to be some sort of like flattened, translucent like jellyfish over one of his eyes and part of his head. You can still see his eye behind it as it was see-through. And later, as things started to go wrong, you saw it sparking up with electricity as he seemed to be doing an immense amount of calculations and sending out orders rapid fire. We learned some more cool creatures. There's the Corial Mobula, which are the armored ray dropships that they have. There's the Shrieking Coral landing pads. But as you all were discussing these with them, you were learning, okay, we need to do some trade. Turns out that this Biocracy is also looking for allies in a war against the Aeon Throne, the Aslanti Star Empire. Got a couple different titles. They also really talked to you guys about how the drift has seemed to be out of whack lately. Although much to especially Refine's fascination, he pointed out that a lot of the time they don't rely as much on drift beacons out here as is the norm for most of the galaxy, or the galaxy that you all are aware of. But they are able to, it seems, perceive currents in the drift. Something that Refine knew existed having lived there, but something that was previously thought to be like a monumentally impossible task to do something like that. As you all were meeting with the various members of the Biocracy that you've met so far, a much, much larger flagship appeared out of the drift. This is the Emerald Dominion. Truly a massive vessel. It sent down drones to kind of project its voice of its captain into the atmosphere, even as Trison and Corum got you guys to, as much as possible, evacuate everybody. You guys are pretty sure you got everyone into either your expanded cargo holds. I had to dump some of the cargo out to make it happen, but you deemed that worth it. And the rest were able to board the Edge of Perdition on various armored ray vehicles. The Emerald Dominion is led by Arcidux Tremaine, which I believe, I don't know if I put that into the chat last time, but I'll put the spelling here.
You did, yeah.
Okay. Well, for those watching and seeing, that's how you spell it. With that in mind, it sounded like the Arcidux, seemingly maybe some sort of royal guy, seemed certainly pretty full of himself. Seemed like he had at least some sort of history with Captain Tryson, threatening him and insulting him. Even as you guys were leaving orbit rapidly, the ship itself began to channel energy into a giant crystalline structure, rotating between the front prongs, charged up with energy, and briefly dimmed before a blinding flash of an orbital capital weapon lanced down from the sky. Mainly just white blinding light with other arcs of like green corpuscent fire, and other like multicolored energies spilling off of it. Pretty much just a circle of pure energy, a beam that impacted the trading post and removed it from the planet. Even on your quick exit, you were able to see that everything was destroyed, and that most of the ground had been vitrified. It had been heated so much that any sandy like quartz and any particles like that were just turned to glass, pretty much. The Arcidux essentially commanded you guys to run, knowing that he would give chase and try to kill you. You did get an interesting tidbit from him, though, that kind of let it slip that he had an escort fleet that seemingly has been lost in the drift. Now, there are still a variety of smaller, like, troop carriers, drone fighter craft, and other things that are able to dock directly to the Emerald Dominion that kind of come off of it like a shoal of fish. Those are currently sparkling in the void around it as it chases you all down. All right. Any questions from last time based on those? All right. If there are no questions, we are going to kind of drop in here in Media Res, like mid-scene. You all are tailing the edge of perdition. Indeed, you could probably go a little bit faster than it, but it is trying to lead you desperately out of the system. And without much more capable drift beacons, this would be your best bet to leave via drift travel, if such a thing is even possible right now.
We did try to leave at one point, and it was violent.
That is true. I forgot to describe that part. You guys tried to bail out, which when you saw the shadow of this ship approaching and had to bail not the void. Bail back into the void from the drift. Question is, with help from the Biocracy, like bioengineered technology, can you navigate this? At the moment, we are not going to be in direct ship-to-ship combat. We're going to do a bit of a chase scene challenge here. Feel free to use any ship-like abilities that you think would influence these rolls. Essentially, you guys are going to try and get to 4 successes before you get to 3 failures. I'm gonna throw various events at you guys in this chase scene. I'm gonna suggest certain skill rolls. That being said, if you have an idea for a skill roll you think is relevant, feel free to pitch it.
Okay. Makes sense.
I am going to require that the same person can't go twice in a row. Sound good to everybody?
Reasonable.
Alright. So, the first thing that is happening here, as you are heading out of the system, trying to get away from the main planet here into some semblance of safety. The Emerald Dominion hot on your tail. Thankfully, such a large capital ship, it is not very fast, although its attending ships perhaps are a little faster. First thing that's going to happen is the immediate asteroid belt around here, drifting around this planet. You guys are going to need to try and dodge the asteroids or get through them somehow. My recommendation would just be a piloting check. If you think you have something else to do with them, you can try something different. Would also allow a my other suggestion would probably be a physical science check to try to chart the asteroid field and go the safest route.
So my piloting bonus is 28. Do either of you all have a better bonus to physical science?
Nope.
You said piloting 28? No.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Would I be able to help him out with the improved countermeasures science officer action?
What is the
Or
counter?
precognition of magic?
Hmm.
Actually, it might actually be better for Refine to do that if she wants.
I think I'm going to limit it to... It's pretty much
One
going to
check
be
per-
one person. Yeah, like one person's making a
Okay.
check here.
All right.
Never mind then.
Here we go. $39.
All right, that is a success.
Nice.
You
That's good.
and the Edge of Perdition kind of weaving through floating chunks of rock and ice in the void, kind of checking your rear sensors. You see that some of the smaller ships, especially some of the drone fighters, do impact asteroids and don't come out again. But most of the ships are able to weave around them. The bigger troop carriers are able to kind of slow down and find a path, and the Emerald Dominion is just straight up letting asteroids impact its front shields and not giving a fuck. Alright. That is one success. I'm going to keep track of successes with these dice over here. Where'd my other one go? There it is. Okay. We're at one success. Perfect. As you guys weave through the asteroid belt, you encounter something that you guys encountered on the way in. Teloliths. Living asteroids. Some of them have noticed the strange energy fluctuations in the region and are eager to do more than just be void barnacles. These kind of pill bug looking creatures are set on making a meal out of whatever is moving through their territory. Someone else could try a pilot check. You could try a gunnery check to shoot them down. You could try life science, since these are creatures you're encountering. Or if you have something else you want to toss out, let me know. And who would be doing the skill check?
I'm
Fine,
good
I
at
think you're-
real.
I was going to say Refine. I think your life science is better than mine.
Yeah, but I think my life science isn't so good that someone else's gunnery wouldn't beat it.
I was going to say that I am not going to be useful at very many things besides shooting things. So, for gunnery, would I just like click the forward weapon button? Would that work? Or
Wait, Refine?
It's-
What is your
Yes.
life science right now?
22.
I think that's gonna.
So it's quite low compared to most of my other things that might be useful.
I think that ekes out both me and Beans. Beans, what's your dex currently?
24.
So that's a. Okay, we have the same modifier, so. I think a gunnery check is just your ranks plus your dex, right?
It's ranks, dex, and because he can use base attack bonus either as well.
Yeah.
Because remember he's a
higher.
soldier.
Right. I have to use piloting, but I think it's the same either way because
Oh yeah,
I just max
14.
it out. So I think
Notably,
ours is
though,
21. Your life science would beat us.
right? But if
Wait,
computer
hold on.
engineering comes up,
What were you? Wait, hold on. What was I saying?
Hold on. I'm looking through my skills. I have
You
a
have a
skill
special-
that's like called like versatile focus or something that gives me proficiency in all weapons, or like weapon focus for all weapons I'm proficient in. Would that work on gunnery?
I don't believe so.
Benefits of weapon focus. I would say no.
Okay.
I think it's mostly just the issue of Refine would probably have other skills that may be useful in other parts of it, whereas Beans mentioned that.
that's kind of my thought
Oh,
process.
right.
Because
Yeah,
even if I were to do it, like I'd probably go piloting over life science because my piloting is higher than my life science. But
Good point.
Just- I'm fine with just trying to roll it.
Yeah.
Okay.
pretty good.
Pretty good. All right. You are able to Cyber Dragon Lance Battery, cutting through these various asteroid creatures. They begin to fly around you, and the Edge of Perdition takes a couple snaps at them with its large maw.
I was
This is
about to say,
another
I bet they're not
success.
messing with that one.
No, they do seem more interested in like the like metal ships. Perhaps more interested in eating like ore and mineral rich things rather than flesh. All right, 2 successes so far. As you all are starting to get farther and farther away from the planet, you see the first, the lead picket of drone fighters coming in from the Emerald Dominion. Now, these fighters, they are extremely small enough that you are almost positive that they are unmanned. But they are not unarmed. You could attempt a piloting check to dodge around their fire. You could attempt a computer check to try to hack them, at least the ones near you. Or you could continue trying to shoot stuff down.
I think probably computers is the way to go.
I think so.
I'm going to use the second use of my computer idol
Okay,
for the day.
go for it.
All right. Better.
All right.
Ish.
Fortunately, that is a fail, just barely. Unless we get into actual battle, I won't get into too many specifics of number of damage dice. But you guys feel like basically light laser fire begins to impact you guys. From what these are called clockwork drones. Sorry, Clockworks with an X. Okay. Anyway, Clockworks drones aside. We are going to move on to the next event. You see kind of like stitched love laser lines, almost like fighter pilot bullets, go down your shields, hitting the electric blue, like magnetic envelope pocket around the Edge of Perdition. The creature seems to kind of like shake its head side to side in annoyance. The next thing that's going to happen, you pick up an energy spike on your sensors, and a bunch of the weapon batteries on the Emerald Dominion, the longer range ones, are going to fire at your pair of retreating ships. There are like missiles arcing around. Those will probably get here in a little bit. More directed energy weapons, kind of not nearly as powerful as the beam through the planet. In fact, you see that weird like spherical crystal floating in the front does not seem to be glowing or anything like that. You could attempt an engineering check to essentially bolster all your rear shields to just take this hit. Basically, you're doing like a redirect check, essentially. You could, again, try to pilot is always kind of an option in a chase scene like this. Or, I'm going to throw you a curveball here. You could try a diplomacy check to see if the Edge of Perdition will take a hit for you guys.
I think I'll use the pilot. I think this is a good one for piloting here.
All right, yeah, go for it.
All right. I'd rather not convince our allies to... if we're trying to get to work with these people, asking them to take shots from a dreadnought from us doesn't seem...
Wait, Ben, I think my roll might have been wrong.
I'm hovering over.
I will-
There's simply so many bonuses that I could not tell you what is what.
I need to check something to figure it out, but I will let you know later.
Okay, let me know. I hovered over your 40 and I was like 9 plus 14 plus 3 plus 8 plus 4 plus 2. I was like, I don't know what those are.
All right,
I'll trust you to figure it out. All right, you see these fucking like not as powerful as like that doomsday weapon, but strong enough to warrant some dodging here.
Oh hell yeah!
Beautiful. You like are
Yes!
weaving around asteroids, kind of going underneath the Edge of Perdition, going around various Teleth beasts, and like every shot of the Emerald Dominion, you see like beams of green energy lance by your like windows, going over your wings, under your wings. You spin and do like a full like corkscrew barrel roll to avoid a third shot. And you guys are up to 3 successes. You were 1 away. And only at 1 failure. Doing pretty good. Alright. The next one. Give me 1 sec to update my notes here. You guys are hailed by Captain Trison. Your ship, does it have good scanners?
Does actually.
Feed this algorithm into them. Your instruments kind of like hiss and spark as you get this strange transfer of like, yeah, they're sending electric data over airwaves, but it's from presumably some sort of biological entity. Your ship is taking the data. It's a little difficult to interpret. This would appear to be a suite of information, a series of algorithms to try and scan for strong drift currents. Now you guys could try simply a computer's check to use these. You could try a mysticism check to try to tap more deeply into the primal nature of the drift. Or you could try... I'm going to say those are my main 2, actually. I'm going to say those are my main 2.
I think your computers will always be my mysticism.
Probably, I think my computer speeds pretty much anyone's skills in general. But the question is, can I roll, a 10? Do you want
the
me to
eternal
try
question.
computers?
I mean, you rolling a 10 would be like me rolling like a 15 or above.
I'm going to use channel points.
Oh, good heavens, Nix!
I mean, you kind of brought it on yourself with the.
All right, there we go. She beat a 10.
That did beat a 10. It is still just shy. We're on the razor's edge right now. 3 successes. 2 failures. You need 1 more success, or the fail will have this chase end far more badly for you all. All right.
I still need to figure. I'm pretty sure my roll is wrong on that first one that I did, but
Okay.
I need to. This is one of those weird areas where Archives of Nephthys just does not want to have information laid out in a nice way.
It's fair. To be fair to Archives of Nephthys, they are like the official site, and also it's like 2 dudes running the website. Truly doing important work for the community. Although I think they might have hired more people recently, but for a while it was Archive, especially before like when Archive of Nephthys was just first edition Pathfinder, it was like 1 dude.
Ben, I have a question.
Yes.
Would, to assist with Refine, and I think given that we're trying desperately to plot an escape route, would it be possible for the VI, because it can also apply its skill to computers, could it roll to assist her?
I'm going to say not in this case. Not for the skill challenge.
Alright.
I think the computer's DC was higher than the mysticism.
It was, yes. Mysticism was lower.
Okay.
No.
To counteract
Sometimes-
Refine's bullshit.
To counteract Refine's bullshit.
I rolled both of my rolls, by the way, have been higher than anyone else's rolls on anything this encounter.
To be clear, I did not make it higher to counter Refine's bullshit. It was more a representation of what I thought made sense of the weird, like, biocracy tech mixing with your guys' stuff.
Let me just check one thing.
But while you're checking, I can toss you guys the final challenge. Because indeed, whichever way it goes, this is the final one. Captain Trison, again, over the ship-to-ship link. Never mind. Follow us closely. We have a way in. Stay on our tail. I mean it. Or you'll lose all of our citizens. This is getting to be a...
Okay, yeah. Both of my rolls should have been 1 higher. So it should have been a 41 and a 44.
Okay. Unfortunately, those would, the 1 higher would change it.
Okay.
If it was 2 higher or whatever, but...
Well, it is what it is.
Question.
Yes.
Could, I'm grasping at straws here on this one. Would if he asked about our scanners and everything, would Nyx be able to apply our sensors bonus to her computer's check on that? The +4.
I'm going to say since it's after the fact, no. But next time, sure. Now, for this final one, I am going to only make 1 suggestion. But I am willing to hear any or all shenanigans to how you think you would tail the Edge of Perdition amongst this hellscape of incoming laser fire. You see Aeon energy torpedoes, plasma torpedoes are rocketing towards you guys at great velocity. There are still various creatures around. Drones are incoming. Some of the smaller support ships that were underslung on the capital ship are closing within weapons range. How do you guys stay on the Edge of Perdition's tail?
I will say,
Metaphorically
Esty
and
is currently
quite literally.
on the Edge of Perdition. So we have, like...
That's true.
Yeah,
You did put her on. You know what? That's true. I'm gonna knock the DC down a little bit. I forgot that she was on there.
Yeah, we'll have her I'll tell the VI to lock onto SP's beacon and project it on the heads up. So how do we go about this? Do we just go straight piloting? Do one of you all have a different idea?
My best skill is acrobatics.
If you can sell me on how acrobatics would do this, I'm willing to hear you out.
I have mysticism, but I don't think it's going to beat your piloting.
Could come down to that classic piloting again.
Oh lord, it makes me It makes me sick to my stomach every time. All right. Please tell me somebody has.
Before you roll it,
Okay.
I want us to make sure we have nothing else
Uh-huh.
that we can use to benefit this.
Okay, I might have something to help.
Okay. Coordinating with your squad because of your tactical efficiency. Yeah. You're able to attempt piloting checks. You auto succeed at the assist attempt.
I have 1 point in piloting. I can take piloting.
That's so
checks.
funny. Yeah, that does it. That unlocks this ability basically. Okay. So another +2 on top of what Shaw's gonna roll here. Anybody else? Got a good shenanigan?
Let me check a couple of things real quick. Did I really close A on SRD? Oh no, here it is. So nope, that doesn't help me. I can't think of anything else offhand that I've got. Because I've got my Sky Jockey feat, but that just makes us faster. I've got my skill focus. I'm pretty much I've got the roll, and I hope somebody has points for a reroll.
Can I give a bonus from a kit that I have to him?
What kit?
That would be a navigation / astrogation kit. Technically, I have any level 6 or below kit, but that's a more complicated matter.
I'm gonna say. Go ahead. What were you saying?
I'll let you respond to that question first, then I'll interject.
Okay, I would say, you would still have to make an assist check here, fine. But I would let it give the kit's bonus. So instead of +2, it gives +4, I believe, from that kit, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'd say you can make an assist with it. With the payoff being that it would make it a +4 if you succeed.
Okay, I can try that. I'm not sure I'll succeed because my piloting is lower, but I can. So, do you want me to roll for the assist check?
Yes.
Whatever.
Trying to remember.
Whatever.
25.
I think that does aid it. I think that does trigger aid another. Hold on, let me see.
The 25 should, yeah.
Because I think it's just flat 10. Okay, it can be more difficult than that from the DM. That creature gains the. Yeah, I would say a 25 will do it. So you're up to a cumulative +6. What was Rin's question?
We're gonna ask if I could help with the Psychic Currents Magic Officer action.
Ooh, that is very hype in this scenario because we're going to the drift. So yeah, sure. Give me a mysticism check.
And I think it has me spend a resolve point as well.
Okay. So you burn a resolve point as well, then I would say, if that's what the ability lists. Okay.
I mean, that's pretty good.
That's pretty good. I'm going to say that. So we're already up to an extra +6. We're going to make it a +8 total. So another +2 from Ren. I don't think you're going to get much better than that.
All right. We got the sensor lock on SB to lower the DC, so here we go. So with the plus 8, that's
4.
a 52.
Hell yeah. That'll definitely do it. We take up to 4 successes. Only got up to 2 failures. You, like, diving under an asteroid, over another one, turning the ship, like, 9 degrees on its side to slide through another 2 teleliths that are closing in. You see blue arcing sparks begin to chase their way down the back of the Edge of Perdition. Refine, you kind of kick your drift engines into high gear, not really knowing how this is going to work because this isn't really their intended purpose. You see almost the same effect as when air bends around a jet before it goes supersonic. But rather than a sonic boom, you don't hear a sound. You get a strange sense of vertigo as you see a narrow lane into the drift open out in front of the Oma. With your engines as well, you all plunge in. And just as you enter, it closes behind you. Alright, for the moment, everyone's going to get 15,000 XP.
Does that does that include the first Starship combat? Because I don't think we got XP for that one.
Ooh, did I not give you guys
Well,
XP for that?
For chasing down the transports, I don't believe so.
I don't have those sheets in front of me. I'm gonna say we'll just round it up to a clean 22,000.
Sweet.
So to be clear, combined, not 15 and then another 22. 22 total.
Yeah, no, I did. Yeah.
Just saying. All right.
Puts us up to 341,215 XP.
All right. We find ourselves in the strange currents of the drift. Refine, you never really seen anything like that as you look at the external cameras. Indeed, far away you all see the devastating chaos that made you have to drop out and return in the first place. But it seems to be happening around you all as you pilot through this narrow shoal of calm. The Edge of Perdition, the Oma, almost feeling like it's swimming through a great sea. That being said, it's not perfect. You're following it the best you can. You're sticking close to them. With the odd sparks of fire and lightning discharging celestial energies keep impacting your ships. Tryson appears via your hologram display. Alright. We're out of there for now. I doubt that the Emerald Dominion will be able to follow, at least not in this way. But we cannot maintain this pace. We have to jump out of here.
Understood. What do you suggest? Do you have a location in mind?
There was nothing else in the Visunde system besides the Karachi station. It is too risky at the moment to bring you to. I'd love to have you all discuss with our leaders in the council, but it's not possible right now, so we'll avoid our home system. EC's like, we'll confer with my officers. Give me a few minutes, and we will set a course.
Understood.
Kind of cuts off. You guys have a few minutes to talk amongst yourselves. Should you need to tell each other anything?
Is Tryson keeping SB around while he's having this discussion?
Ooh, give me just a straight luck check, or fine, just a D20. See if this man is too caught up in evacuating his people from a devastating. He on a 3. He unfortunately, from her perspective, he's like, close that. Get that thing off the bridge.
Okay.
He's like, treat it well. You see like basically from SV's camera, a couple of like the people in those like blue flight uniforms, the opalescent armor, are just trying to like shoo her away as if she was a dog toward like the bulkhead.
SB will go where indicated, but will just like put up wave emojis at anyone who approaches.
You see, there's like people running to, like, this is a disastrous event happening for these people, and like people like, you know, messengers running around, deck officers calling to their menials, and it's just like like various wave emojis, and you like what you see one like really young looking kid, like not like a kid, but like this is like some 18-year-old like fresh joined the military, like sees the weird piece of tech that like he has. If he has anything that, you know, serves like SB does, it's like a dog or something, like some sort of bioengineer.
Yeah.
And he sees it like throw up this holographic wave, tries to wave back, and just fucking like eats it, just trips onto the deck. He like looks around, and, like he's like, okay, cool. None of my superiors saw me eat it. I'm gonna run away. And then they like, you see this cool like spiraling. Almost like another like Nautilus shell, like that golden ratio pattern of a bulkhead, rather than just a straight up door. It just seals you out.
Yeah. Okay.
Like, the biocracy
like
is big on
SB
aesthetics.
Clearly.
SB recorded that as a video and just sent it to everyone.
Oh no,
on the ship.
it's recorded for sure.
She just is like she just projects it as a GIF of like specifically just the trip part. So bad. Shout out to this random person.
SB is for sure recording everything that is she sees. She is not indicating though that she is capable of recording things. That's
fair, yeah.
Yeah.
Shaw leans back in the seat as we're kind of, I'm assuming at something of a lull if we have a moment to confer and set a course. And he just it's like a big old sigh after being shot at by a freaking dreadnought.
All right. Fair.
I do wonder if perhaps, if they don't know where else to go, we may end up trying to make for Absalom. If we can get out of one of the major currents, Starstone might be... Now that we're in the drift, perhaps we could make for it, but we'll have to see.
Give me
I'd
say give me a mysticism or piloting to just like see if you can you see, like, see in quotes the direction you need to go if you were to go back.
I'm not, yeah, and making clear, I am not breaking formation or anything.
I would advise not returning to Absalom because the last thing we want to do is come back without the wares we were supposed to, and with competition who can sell the wares.
Yeah, that's fair. I would at least like to know if it's an option. I'm not saying it's one, if there's literally nothing else to do. How much of our cargo did we have to dump, by the way? Was it all of it? Let me make that
not
check
all of it. I would say like
41.
You had a lot of ozone systems. I would say you dumped like a third of it.
Could be better, could be worse. Hopefully they'll pay us back for helping with an evacuation. Alright, I made a 41 on the piloting check.
You look, and you don't really see a way to chart to the Starstone right now. Whatever strange energies it gives off, it is not there.
Interesting. Fine. You ever see anything like this? The Starstone, you can't even get a lock on it?
Would I have then?
Hmm. I would say it's certainly possible. If you want to give me a I'd say a culture check from your time living there.
All right. My rolls today.
I think on 27, nothing concrete. Like, I think Refine's probably heard stories like that, but they're very, like, fanciful stories.
Okay.
Like, oh, like the pirates weren't able to navigate the void because they lost contact with the Starstone itself. So, but it's hard for her to just like, is there a kernel of truth in that?
Yeah, I think Refine would probably say, I've heard it's happened before, but, you know. We tended to have drift beacons on my previous ship, which was, you know, kind of eliminated the problem.
All right. Any other things you guys are trying to do here? What is this? The fuck? Oh, I forgot it. Okay. Sorry, I found a random deck of cards that is irrelevant to our current situation. It was just under some books I was looking at. It's a deck of data cards from 9th edition Deathwatch.
That is the least. I thought you were about to say like maybe like chase cards for Pathfinder or like natural one effect or something like that.
No,
that was
no,
the
no,
last
no.
thing I was expecting you to say.
I have decks like the things you just listed. I guess this must have been in a lot of minis I bought a long time ago. I guess I don't fucking know. Anyway,
Ben,
sorry.
I'm
Continue.
gonna make one thing. This is not apropos of nothing. I'm gonna test something real quick. I'm gonna test a piloting roll through the ship because I realize I've also been, because of how maneuverable the ship is, it would also give me a native +1. So I'm gonna see what happens if I click on it through the.
Okay.
Oh, all right, and that does apply the ship's bonus. Cool. All right. I got nothing else. Does anybody else have anything?
Is acrobatics relevant here?
Uh,
Go ahead and give me an acrobatics check.
Okay.
he does a sick backflip.
Yeah, I was gonna say you see Scythe like looking out into the void and just hit like a sick kickflip, like just jump backwards and just nail it.
I think Show sees you doing that, Scythe, and be like, all right, let me give that a try.
Exactly.
Okay.
Before
Incredible.
this turns into a breakdancing competition on the bridge.
Yeah, you guys just start doing flips. Right after Yo does their flip, you see the hologram like comes back on. All right. What were you guys just what?
Don't worry about it. What's the plan?
Okay. Anyway, we were trying to chart the current that we are currently riding. I wish I hadn't said current. That was crazy. And we believe the closest system of ours that we could hit would be the Tridorian system. Probably landing on the planet Thel or the planet Tien.
Understood. Are there defenses and stuff there in case we get followed?
There are certainly more defenses than there are here, or at the last place we were at the trading post. Thel is more of a manufacturing world. A lot of various less research and more just making bio creatures that we already know how to make. Tien is a bit more fortified. It is one of our military bases.
Understood. follow your lead. We did some astrogation on our end as well. It doesn't. We can't. We did double check. It doesn't seem like we're able to get a lock back to Absalom Station. So, I think we'll be having to stay out here with you all for a while, if that's quite all right.
After everything that's happened, you are welcome with us. I am sorry that this has happened to you.
As much as it pains me to say it, this isn't the strangest thing that's gone wrong on some of our jobs.
No, I don't think it's the worst either.
Not yet.
Yeah, I think Yo would look between you two and say, "All right, now you've got me curious. What was strangest then?"
That's going to need more time and more liquor for that one. Alright, we'll follow your lead, sir.
Very well. Stick close to us. If you lose us, I don't know what will happen.
We got locked onto our drone. Follow with your beacon in. Try not to go. Wow, out of character. I'm tired. I'm tongue-tied today.
It's okay.
We'll follow closely.
We'll follow closely. Try to take it easy on the pace as long as we can.
Very well. It should be a couple days till we get there.
Alright.
I'm gonna roll something here. First day and night of travel are rough, but you guys aren't going to be interrupted necessarily. Are you guys doing anything with this first rest here?
All right. Well, I think wanting to, sort of like, calm everybody's nerves. Yo gets a bit of an idea. They've got this. They know this recipe by heart. That this old Kasathan's sweet. So, they would make their way to the galley and start and. I think eventually you would see a bunch of plates that have these little, sort of like cubes covered in what looks like powdered sugar. And then you see them holding one in each hand and going around to, everyone here. And it's a thing called it's basically Turkish delight, but we call it a Kasathan delight.
Nice. Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Make some good snacks. Bring the vibes back in.
And what are the roles for like fatigue and things like that? Because I think Shaw is very reluctant to leave the bridge and have the VI try to follow SP's beacon, given how. But at also at the same time, piloting tired is probably also going to be problematic.
I was gonna say if Shaw would prefer, definitely like Refine can take over piloting for a bit if need be.
Let me see. Okay, let's go to fatigued condition. You can't run or charge. -1 your armor class, attack, and melee damage rolls. A bunch of other stuff. -1 just a whole bunch of stuff. You reduce the bulk you can carry by 1. The real danger would be after they're going to be exhausted, which is like a -3 to pretty much everything.
Alright. What's your piloting bonus, Refine?
23.
Okay. Yeah, we'll trade off just in case there's any issues.
Could I do that squad leader ability to help Refine with a bonus?
Yeah, I would say so.
Okay.
I mean,
that one
Refine
point
is definitely
piloting
like piloting for the shorter period of time, right? It's while Shaw's resting, Refine will take over and then sleep. But that still gives most of the time piloting over to Shaw.
Okay, I'd say pair of you can give me each a piloting check.
Can I add the navigation astrogation kit bonus to mine?
Oh yeah, I'd say so. It's less of we're not like in as immediate danger, so all out.
35.
Yeah, you keep on track with them.
Cool.
All right. Anything else you guys are doing on this first night?
Yeah, it's like I do think at some point, like near the end of your piloting ship, Captain, Yo would come up and be like, "Captain, how long have you been at this?" Sounding very concerned for you.
Shaw.
Sorry, I had to step away for a second. I think he looks back to you. Well, are you talking about for piloting, or are you talking about just in general?
I think, yeah, it's like they've noticed that it's like that you have been at the at the pilot seat for a while.
I guess I should say, he's asking if you're referring to his career or to his just like because if so, while we're in the drift, he's basically in the pilot seat while he's awake.
Look, Captain, look, just take a break. Let Refine handle it for a little while, okay?
Understood. No, we'll trade off.
All right.
I know.
Look,
I'm not used to anybody if I'm wore out.
look, you're working hard, Captain, but it's like you ain't gonna be much use to us if you keel over. All right, here, and they'll hold out some of the plate of Kasatha. Here, just have one.
He takes it and munches on it.
So when you eat into it, it's like it's like here. It's very very smooth, and you get that little bit of sweetness. But rather than like, it's a little sweet, but it's traditional Kasathan light here. So it very much has a floral taste to it.
Very nice. You're a very good cook.
Well, truth be told, it's something it's easy to whip up like here. Most of the ingredients keep really easy, and well, everyone likes a little something sweet now and then.
Those little things keep you going on a long trip. Ben's not my first time on. Trust me, been in much more Spartan conditions than this. So, it's those little comforts that keep you going on these kinds of long trips. I say that out of character. We've been gone for 6 days, but it's a lot has happened in that time.
It's true.
Yeah.
Right.
Is the day rolling over, Ben?
Yep, we're going to the next day.
Oh, thank God I have stuff again.
Yay, stuff.
And things.
Let's see here. God damn it. I mean, at least those are... At least I can use those.
I guess so.
Fine. What is going...
Oh.
I know Shaw had a bad luck spell at one point, but it wasn't this bad.
Is the 12 and Refine 12 meaning that you can't roll higher than a 12?
No, but...
It took me a second to process that, but yeah, incredible.
Ugh. I mean, those are individual, too. Those are an 8 and a 3. They're not even an 11. Oh, God. Okay.
Alright. The next day. A couple of times, the Age of Perdition checks in with you guys, make sure it's working. Okay, cool. Alright. As the day wears on, anyone give me a perception or mysticism check? Okay. No one notices this except for Rin. Rin, you look out the window. And you see what at first you think you're glitching out a little bit, like mentally. You see the drift flicker. The whole thing seems to light up, then unlight up. That is not normal. What do you do?
But that's all I see. The flicker.
Yeah, it seems like
The drift
on
flicker?
and off.
I'll send a message to Sean to say I think we're dropping out of the drift. Get ready.
I think Shaw must have been doing like an instrument check or something. I start looking around. What do I see?
Give me one more perception check.
A little better, but not enough.
Nothing that different.
Does the Edge of Perdition changing course or anything?
Not that you see. Do you continue on
Not
your way?
seeing.
We
Alright,
should at
well-
least let the Edge of Perdition know that something happened.
I'll ask back to Rin. I'm not seeing anything unusual up here, and our friends are still holding course. What did you? What did you see?
Drift's being fucky.
Lovely. I'll hail the Edge of Perdition.
You quickly get an answer back from the captain. This is Tryson. Go ahead.
This is Shaw. Rin's reporting unusual anomalies within the drift. You all picking up anything strange on your end?
Not that we've seen. You're kind of like shouting at people out, like off screen of the hologram, to check some scanners.
Fine. Can you give me a full power sensor scan, please?
Yeah, sure. What should I roll for that, Ben?
I think it's computers.
Computers.
And then add +4 for the. A 50.
Cool. 50.
You are picking up a serious amount of entropy in the readings outside. It feels to you, based on these readings, that the various different colors of energy and bits of planar material out there are on the verge of collapse at any moment.
I am going to immediately tell both the Edge of Perdition and the crew of our ship, like, it seems like the drift is potentially about to collapse here at any moment.
You see his eyes go wide, one behind the bio-augmentation, the other one not. Brace all hands! You hear like a klaxon start sounding from their ship.
I yell the same thing into our intercom, since we have a crap ton of evacuees on board. Prepare for emergency drop to real space.
Everyone give me a reflex save. Let's go down the list here. Rin, you absolutely pass on a nat 20. Going through. Okay, sorry. I'm getting distracted by my own work here. It's basically going to be a pass from everyone except Refine.
Makes sense.
Refine is going to take 36 bludgeoning damage Everyone else is going to have
Okay.
that to 18. As your ship shakes violently. You are thrown around. Even if you are like strapped in, just the whiplash gets to you.
Is it like a tumble dryer in the engine room?
Pretty much. As you guys settle back down, groaning, getting to your feet, you look back outside and see just the void. Stars.
Do we see the edge of perdition?
You do.
Okay.
You see it kind of like slowly drifting by. It looks like it's still okay, but you see a lot of the running lights down its bioluminescent fins are dim. You see it's like moving very slow.
Can I look through SB's camera to see how things are looking?
Yeah, give me a reflex save for SB.
Luckily, SB is better at reflex saves than Refine
That's
is.
fair.
Oh no, SB is not better at reflex saves than
Oh,
Refine
okay,
is.
take it
Never
back.
mind.
Uh-oh.
SB also takes
Yeah, I assume
36.
SB failed. Yeah, okay. SB is still alive.
That's good.
Yeah.
Some little
yeah.
sparks. You look from her perspective. I mean, same thing that happened to you guys happened to them. They have a lot more crew than you guys do, so people kind of been tossed all over the place, kind of down the various corridors that she's in right now. She's not really on the bridge at the moment.
Yeah.
Were the civilians in the cargo hold?
There are civilians in the cargo hold. You go check on.
Yeah, let's.
Anyone good at like medicine? Want to go check on them?
How much health does a civilian have?
Not a lot.
Unfortunately, our healer is on the other ship.
Well, we got serums and stuff. Shaw is technically trained in medicine, but he only has a single skill point in it. Can anybody do better than a 4?
I can match your 4 with a 4.
I've got a 25 on Refine.
Okay.
I'll say.
Could I provide a backflip for you at this trying time?
You guys head down to the extra.
No, but can you do the robot?
Maybe.
Is that acrobatic though?
I
guess kinda.
I guess. I feel like any dancing is acrobatics. Personally. People can come for me in the comments. I don't know. It's not really a hill I'm willing to die on, but there it is.
I think if you're trying to skillfully dance, it's acrobatics. But if you're trying to like be like seductive,
Yeah, there's no performance checks anymore.
Oh, that's true. I didn't think about like a seductive dance. Okay, you're right. You're right. Okay. In that case, you guys head down to the extra dimensional storage holds. You see people look pretty shaken up, but thankfully, the like kind of pocket dimension nature of your cargo shielded them from a lot of that dropout. No fatalities. There's certainly some like people like hit their heads, maybe some concussions, some light lacerations. Anyone who wants to can give me a medicine check to just try to kind of treat some of this. Refine, you tend to a bunch of them, and they are grateful. Even if this is not, magical healing or anything, you still, like, bandage their wounds, offer ice packs, do what you can to reduce swelling.
Well, Nyx is doing... go ahead.
I was just going to say, I imagine it's a lot of concussions.
Yeah. Whole bunch of people, just up on the bridge. Shaw's gonna look... VI, give me a system status report.
If there's anyone who needs it, I think I'm the only one of us who can just like... Well, maybe you all with your jetpacks can. I don't know how many of you have those still. Can just like move through space freely at the moment. Mm-hmm. And to fly people to the other ship if need be. But...
Gotcha.
May want to hold off on that.
I'd say you make a computer's check to make a systems check, by the way.
I'll have the VI do it because it'll do it much better. So plus 24.
Nat 20. Let's fucking go.
All right.
You get a long rundown of status icons on your main display, Shaw. Just like a lot of minor damage, internal stuff. Nothing that would affect your guys' combat systems, but stuff that's gonna like take a little bit to repair. Still can fly normally. All its weapons are fine. I think everything is all running pretty well. I think if you got into combat right now, it would basically be like a -1 on your checks because of the ship status right now, even if it does have all its shields and everything.
Can I use a use of Miracle Worker to fix the ship?
You think it would take longer than one use of Miracle Worker?
Okay.
There's a lot of like minor system damage everywhere. I will say
Alright.
one of the key things though, you see your drift drive is currently inactive.
Lovely.
So the
seems to be
drift crash
shorted out.
maybe just happened. That would possibly explain it. On the bright side, does this maybe open up some BP for us if we can't use the drift?
Well, the drift engine is already designed for. I mean, theoretically, yes, but I have a feeling this won't be a permanent state of affairs.
I will also say,
go ahead.
On that Nat 20 full system sweep, a sweep of the external sensors shows that you guys are definitely not at your destination. And in fact, you don't see any planetary bodies anywhere near you.
So we are stranded in deep space.
I mean, there could be stuff nearby, just off your scopes, but like this is a region of essentially completely uncharted space to you guys. If anyone would know,
Alright.
the Biocracy ship might have more of an inkling.
Yeah.
I was about to hail them anyways. So. Anybody else?
Go ahead, sorry.
I was gonna see if anybody else had anything before we hail them.
We may want to have Refine try to fix the drift.
I don't know if it's the drift engine. I think it's the drift itself is the problem. Oh wait,
Yeah.
you mean you want her to fix the drift? I get what you're saying.
No,
That's what
like,
you need.
to fix the drift engine. Like, if anything can be done, we should start on that right away. I don't know if I'd be able to help.
I'm not sure it's the engine is the problem.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, if it were the engine, I probably could just fix it, but
I genuinely think the drift just, for lack of a better term, went out.
yeah.
Right.
What are the
But-
odds of our ship and the Edge of Perdition having drift engine problems at the same time?
Yeah, that I agree. Let's hail them. Let's see, because like I'm pretty sure that's. I don't think it's the engine. I think the engine is inactive. I'd be curious to find out once we get a diagnostic, but I have a feeling engines are inactive because don't know how else to say it. This is going to be kind of strange. I feel like the drift itself is inactive. That was very strange.
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and hail the Edge of Perdition.
Takes a minute for them to answer. You see Captain Trison comes on. There is like an attendant next to him trying to like dab at a bloody lip that he has, and he's like, enough, I'll be fine. Help others.
You alright over there, Captain?
The Edge of Perdition, she is hurt but alive, as are my crew.
Same here. We got a bunch of systems damaged, but nothing critical. All your refugees are safe and sound.
Thank goodness for that.
That I don't suppose I take it your drift engines are also out right now.
The Oma kind of makes its way through the drift under its own power, but I am having my biologists investigate. Judging from how slow she's moving, I doubt she's in any state to try to find drift currents at the moment.
Understood. Our drift engine is having issues as well. I have a funny feeling, though. I don't think that was... I think the drift itself is having some issues right now.
I agree. This could be... well... there have been troubles with the drift for a long time now, and this would seem to perhaps be the next stage of that.
Indeed.
The bad news
Do you have any
continues, though. We are well off course from the Tridorian system.
You know where we are? You have some idea where we're at?
I'm working on this. My crew is working on the star charts right now.
Send you our sensor data as well. See if they can't help make sense of it.
You kind of sent me the data.
Our nearest read is that we are way out in deep space. I got no read on any celestial bodies at all.
We've consulted some of our beasts using your sensory dots as well. I have some idea where we are based on just the star positioning. It's a little tricky from inside here right now. But we sense that there are perhaps a star system relatively nearby at our best speed. Quite frankly, that might be our only choice.
Is it friendly?
I don't know. We're still trying to run the numbers of where we are. We just are able to pick up the energy that star is off-putting. And we can see the intermittency of its energy output means there are at least a couple planets or satellites around it. It might be our best bet until the drift lets us through the currents.
Understood.
Alright.
Well.
You guys start on your way, slowly following this ship.
Over the course of that time, can Refine use I can help her with the engineering checks, but can we start trying to repair the damaged systems?
Yeah. You guys get the sense it's at least a couple-day trip.
Alright.
So if you want to give me a engineering check to try to repair that stuff.
Fine, I'll give you an assist on this. My engineering's only +7, so I'll give you a +7 additional.
Wait,
oh, what?
I got a 23. If I could give her the assist.
Sure.
Pretty good.
Thank you.
Okay.
Well.
Yep, it's an assist. That works well.
I mean, if it's gonna be over a couple days, can I just use my miracle worker uses over a couple days?
Yeah, I would say that'll. If you basically are using your miracle worker uses for multiple days, I'll still have you make a check. It'll just be way easier.
All right. Okay, I
You're
think
able
that's
to get the ship up and
50
running.
total
For
with
sure.
the two, or with
Well, over 50
No.
for sure. You're good.
No, I think it's 48 because it's only the assist from Boz.
Well, it'll still do.
Yeah.
Still very good. Okay. Things go well. You're able to repair what you can, patch all the stuff up. It does occur to you, like, in this sense of kind of limbo. Like, yeah, everything's fine right now, but like if you had to do a bunch of these repairs like every week, you're gonna start running out of supplies.
Yeah. Right.
But
Can I,
go ahead.
as I'm doing all of this,
Mhm.
I think it actually might be above a 50, but because of something else that I have so many like weird individual bonuses to things. Can I get any sense on the drift engine of what is going on with it?
I would say, yeah, I think it's just an engineering check.
And I do have lower DCs on figuring things out about the drift from my background stuff.
Okay. Yeah, give me a roll and it'll add to that.
No idea.
On that one, this has never happened. You are unaware of something like this.
Actually, I'm going to give myself an 8, so that's a 37.
You think that the engine admittedly is fried. Could be repaired. Yeah. However, with that in mind, you definitely get the sense that like the engine burnt out because in a metaphysical way, like it was trying to essentially tries to like pull you or propel you through the drift, and it was trying to do that with no input. Like if you had a water pump in a fish tank that was empty, like it's running and you can hear it and it's noisy,
Sure.
but it's not doing anything. And you think like when you leave something like that, it burns out.
Right.
It is worth noting our drift engine was that prototype biotech one that we salvaged a long while back. So if working with the Biocracy, they might be able to.
They might be able to enhance it for us.
They might, but I'm just saying that might actually work to our benefit here, given who we're working with.
It's true.
Yeah.
But I think, yeah.
I mean, I will pass along like what I figure out about what happened to the Biocracy, basically saying like this is what seemed to be going on, in case that helps inform you about the OMA and the situation there. But
okay, yeah, you can pass that information along. Okay. So I have many pages of notes that I'm going between right now. I'll say, like, we can assume that you and some other engineers, like bioengineers, like, successfully trade some of that, information back and forth to make it work.
Yeah. Okay.
But as you approach, you see, like, one star among the field is getting larger and larger as you approach the star system from the outside. You get a hail from the Edge of Perdition. A grim Captain Trison is on the screen.
Captain,
well, would you like the good news or the bad news first?
Bad news first.
The system we are heading towards is one of the our estimates tell us it's around 12 systems that are run by the Aeon Throne, the Aslanti.
All right.
Shaw chuckled. All right. Nice to see. What's the good news?
I mean, the good news is that there's a populated system and we're not gonna die stranded in the deep void. But getting supplies out of there will be risky, to say the least.
We're gonna have to figure out a way to see if we can't stay on the down low as best we can.
Yeah.
We gotta get
Captain,
Yes.
do you have enough room on your ship for the rest of the refugees, the ones that we brought on our ship?
Not really. That's part of why they
Alright.
boarded yours.
Yeah.
That's fine. I just figured it might be easier if we could have only one of us having to touch down and bring back goods to the other ship.
I think we're gonna have to find some place that we can set down make a base of operations. We can keep the folks here out of the line of fire.
Yeah.
Can you tell? I mean, it's Aslanti Star Empire. They're not exactly known for skimping on the weapons and defenses. Well, I got some experience running deep behind enemy lines. We'll try and get through this until we can get the drift engines up and running again.
The good news
I don't
is,
think it's
or other good news, I suppose. The Arsadux of this system is a bit more lax than others. Do you all know what's in Arsadux is?
Can't say I'm personally familiar with it, but if it's I'm assuming another fellow similar perhaps an admiral or a governor, something like that.
They
Is
are.
Is the title an evolution of the term Archduke?
I imagine it has similar roots, though I don't know the term for sure. But they are they're the hereditary rulers of individual star systems.
So this isn't Tremaine's place?
No. Thank goodness. If we were in Tremaine's system, things would be dire indeed. Now, when I say that Arsadux, it is run by Arsadux Gregor. He is lax in that while he upholds the xenophobic values of the Aslanti throne, he is not as averse to making use of items and goods and peoples from other races and dispensations. As such, one of his planets in the system has a bit laxer security. This is Noct Perdura. He leaves it less guarded so that black market dealings can happen unscheduled, like makes quote signs. It's not a great place. The only populated side is have you ever seen a tidally locked planet?
Yes, there's one in the Pact Worlds.
Yeah.
Very well, so you're familiar with the concept. The typical tidally locked planet is there is a narrow strip in the middle that can be habitable. The one away from the star, too cold. Toward the star, too hot. the Aslanti are not without their magics and technology, and the only settled part of the planet is the dark side. It is always night. I would use the word terraformed loosely here. Mainly it is just smog and pollutants that heat the atmosphere from within. It's not sustainable. But it's livable, I suppose, if terrible to live there.
Perhaps we could at least someplace we can trade for critical supplies if it comes to it. I think Is there an asteroid belt? Any place like that? Anything that has like something we could get lost in, for lack of a better term?
I know that Noct has 3 moons. As far as I know, they are uninhabited.
Alright.
Maybe we should start by making our way to one of those moons and then work from there.
Yeah.
Do you all have... No, you would have already used it, presumably. You don't have any small dropships, carriers?
No.
No.
Part of our whole thing with this ship was being able to essentially act as a bulk freighter in places that a bulk freighter can't really go. So, no, our idea was to keep it self-contained.
Very well. I will think on the problem.
Perhaps one thing we could try, Shaw thinks about it briefly. If there's something we could trade there, for lack of a better term, maybe perhaps we could get some prefabs, something like that. Some essentially temporary living quarters. We could try and establish a temporary encampment until we can get the hell out of the system somewhere. Ideally somewhere off the beaten path where there's at least fewer patrols. Because, like, if we're going to be in the system, I don't want to, doubly so if we're going to be going to a black market port, I don't think we want to be going with a whole bunch of refugees in tow. And I think you'll want to be using our ship to trade on your behalf. No offense, but I think they'll be looking out for something like an Oma.
It's true. The Oma will have to stay in low orbit of the moon, hidden as much as possible. We could deploy some of the tech from the Oma. My workers and B still in problem is if the moon has no atmosphere, it will slow constructions down significantly.
Do we still have the spider, Ben?
The Ornite spider?
Yeah.
You sure do.
It'll be helpful.
I'll just tell Captain Trison, we've got an Ornite spider on board that we were planning on taking back with us.
You do?
Yes.
Okay, alright. Excellent. I can take send some of my people down with various bioforms. And if that thing is providing an atmosphere, it won't be nice, but we'll try to set up some prefab camps, perhaps some shell buildings. We'll figure it out.
We can do something temporary until we can get out of there.
Do you have a specific moon you'd like us to shoot for?
Any of them? I'll pick one out on the scanners. They all seem uninhabited.
See if we
There's
can't
only
find
so
a
much
good-
information we have. This is enemy territory.
Understandable.
Perhaps there's some hay to be made while we're stuck here. Might be some once we got folks relatively secure. Once we can be assured of an escape route, perhaps we can give them a bellyache on the way out.
I would not be opposed to this. Very well. Let's start a slow burn. Quietly. Let's make our way. He, picks out a map on, a moon on the chart and, pings it to you guys. We'll settle for this one.
Of course they did.
He cuts out his communicator. Let's take a quick bathroom break.
Yes.
And then we'll come back and approach Nox Perdura of the Dram system. Alright, you're back. Using these extra headphones I have that have a mic on the side and it's in the way. And I need to get different headphones. My normal one's broke. Alright. You guys, I am going to say Shaw. Actually, here's what we're going to do. I need a group stealth check from everyone. The idea being that we are working together at your various stations to get this ship into the moon without people noticing.
Ooh, yes, stealth, something I'm actually good at.
Okay. Basically, looking at it, we need the see what the top 3 are. Nice.
But apparently not as good as Refine.
Yeah, holy shit. Okay. I'm gonna say on that nat 20, Refine is gonna pull up the lowest one, or the lowest of the top 3 to a 30 from Rin. So now I'm gonna do the systems scans. Okay. You guys managed to slip through to the moon, landing on the surface. The Oma basically gets pretty freaking close, but sends down armored rays. As they land, I assume you guys got to meet them with the Oronite Spider.
Yeah.
Captain Trison is there with a bunch of you see there are a bunch of them with yellow flight suits. Not really armored at all, but yellow flight suits with where the armor would be on the blue flight suits is just blue fabric.
Okay.
Trison Jessup is like, these are some of our bioengineers.
Most of the other bio items we have on board are, for lack of a better term, consumer goods. You know, the pill picks and things like that. But if there are things that you can repurpose or be of use, let me know. Trade goods don't do us much good out here unless we need to take them to the settlement.
I'll have my men take a look through it. But in the meantime, you see they start like offloading various seem to be crab-like organisms. You guys would remember that these are probably some breed of inhabitor crabs that are going to grow shells into buildings.
Okay.
Their shell growth is accelerated. It will take us a bit, and it'll be a very simple outline of a building. Nothing special. But we will get things set up.
Understandable.
We can at least keep the civilians you got onto our ship at the moment, because we will be offloading them into these facilities soon. We'll keep them here on the dark side of this moon. We have enough plasmalisks and the like to generate a modicum of power and heat so we aren't frozen out here. You see a couple of the, like, off another one of the armored rays, one of the plasmalisks, like, stomps out. This one seems pretty tame compared to the ones that you guys fought.
Yeah, that's why you keep the blindfold on them, I think.
You see it, like, tastes the kind of, like, artificial air with its tongues. Looks around. So, do you wish to try and take your ship down there? Smugglers do go down there.
But not to if we can help it. I don't know I'm not sure what our next step is the problem. if the drift itself is being problematic, we're gonna be stuck here for some time. I'd rather people not know we're here unless we got a specific need to go down there. What do you have in mind?
I mean, we're gonna need to set up a line of supplies.
Yeah. Well, we'll have to head down at some point. Do you think has this this particular Arcedex been willing to trade with Biocracy traders before? On the DL, of course.
Not that I know of. To be honest, well, anyone caught here has been killed before, at least from the Biocracy.
That's kind of the problem right now. If our goods are all Biocracy goods, they may well execute us on the spot for it.
But, I mean, Shaw, you know how it goes. We'll probably just have to trade services for goods.
Yeah. I'll look
Not-
over to Yo. Think he can come up with a convincing cover story for us?
I'm sure I could work up something. Let's see.
We're at least gonna need supplies for our ship. Also, I'm not sure how this out of character. I'll pass on the information that essentially our drift engine is also biotech derived.
Nothing as fancy as theirs, but
No, but it might be used. We may ask at some point when we start looking to facilitate repairs.
yeah.
See if some of their biotechs might be willing to help us out.
Before we continue this, though, two quick questions. One is, do you mind if I fly up to your Oma and retrieve my robot?
We could have it brought down. I mean, you can go if you would like, I suppose.
And two, I think we want to bring this up. Do you mind if we might have a quick word with you in private, Captain?
Very well. He kind of like motions you guys. He walks over to like your side of like your ship, as he leaves his people there to start like engineering stuff. We're all in this together now.
We
Go ahead.
go ahead.
No, please.
No.
Given how quickly the Tremaine showed up, is it possible that somebody here, among your ship or among Karachi Station, might be feeding them information? Because he seemed to have personal beef, and he showed up real quick to collect it.
Look, I had the same thought initially, but it doesn't. It didn't add up. I did a sweep of those working on my ship, and I brought Corum into the fold. You guys know him. He's pretty straight-laced. He went through his militia. I don't know who would even benefit from this.
It's not like
It is not unheard of, but it is. The idea of one of us defecting to them is hard to swallow on two bases. one, they care much less for the sanctity of life than we do, and two, they think everyone that is not a Aslanti-born human is terrible, a lesser being. So for them to employ anyone like us, there is kind of an implication that, oh, they are useful for something.
Well, one, it could be that they find them useful in, taking out the bureaucracy, but there's also a possibility while we were dealing with the ones we found down on Facindus 1, we found that in a plasmalisk we had to hunt that had gone out of control, there had been some sort of electrical system added. I wonder if it's possible some sort of thing like that might have been put into your OMA somehow.
Might be doing worth a scan for bugs just to make sense, to make sure. But hard to
Our
say anyway.
bugs
They can't
tend
really.
to eat theirs, but I will keep an eye out.
Shaw laughs at that. That's fair. Just, I guess at least one benefit of the drift being out of action is it's going to make it a lot harder for Tremaine to chase us. But yeah,
I hope so.
let's start putting together a list of what we need and then what we're willing to trade for right now. Let's not give away the whole store just yet. I have a feeling they're probably going to be asking for
Favors.
Yeah. Upside is they're going to be as disoriented and cut off as we are, so hopefully we can use that to our advantage.
I
hope so.
will,
I'll make a list of supplies I think we'll need. At the moment, most thing I'm worried about is securing food and water supply lines.
of course.
Understood.
How much? What does the OMA eat?
Other space-based prey. It can go a long time without eating anything.
Okay.
It can somewhat sustain itself on solar radiation, but eventually needs to actually eat.
Understandable. Shaw, Yo, Rin, and Scythe, I will go retrieve Espy and I will meet back up with you guys.
Understood.
And I'll just step out of the air bubble that the Oronite spider creates, which will let the void graft wings go out and just fly up through to the OMA.
He turns to the rest of you and he's like, I guess I will radio ahead so that someone actually opens the door for her.
Yeah, she can do that. She does that on every so often.
Fair enough.
Helpful for some reason she keeps. This is one of the many reasons she's our mechanic. We're there, mechanic. It's she. The voids are a second home, so it makes things a lot easier when we're out in deep space for a long time.
I'm sure it does. Very well. We will make the lists up, and then I will trust you all to go down.
We'll make it work.
Okay. What is your plan for getting down to the surface?
Gotta figure out
From the moon, can we get any sense of the geography of where settlements are in comparison to the equator?
Give me a Computers or perception check for the scanners.
And then add
If-
4 for the system.
Yeah. If we get the system bonus, that brings it to. Oh god. 39. Oh, I should roll my these for the day. Okay.
Middling.
Yeah. But yeah, 39 for trying to figure out if we can get a map of where settlements are in relation to the equator.
You are able to find the main settlement. This is probably your best bet, just because it's more crowded, and you see evidence of non-Aslanti ships in the docks. But there is the largest settlement is Doric City. That's probably your best bet. I mean, it seems like there's
Figurable.
about as a normal a city as you're likely to find out here.
Oh.
Does it seem like it's does it seem like it would be easier for us to land in the tiny band of temperate space and then go on land from there, or does it seem like it would make much more sense for us to try and fly into Doric City?
I think you would think it'd make more sense to fly. Like it would be more suspicious to try to like do what you're proposing.
Okay.
All right. Are you guys
I think
gonna
we'll have to
take
figure
it
out.
down then?
Yeah. Looks like it's, yeah. I hope you got something good to say to traffic control on the way down. It's like
You presume there's some sort of traffic control.
Well, I'm assuming they don't let just anybody land. Is the thing? It's still Aslanti City. I guess let's head on down. See what we can do for acquiring. Yeah, mostly food and water and stuff. But let's see what they have to say.
All right. You guys begin to head your way down in the Biocracy. Good luck.
Thank you. Back as
You
quick as we can.
you hear you guys
I'm
being-
also gonna
go ahead. Yeah.
For on our way over, I'd like to take kind of an indirect route because I don't want to make a direct path down from where we're hiding. I get.
Yeah.
Is
I would say
is that possible?
yeah,
Is
give
there one of
me
the other moons?
a
Is one of the other
piloting
moons?
check.
All right. Cool.
Okay. That'll do it. As you guys are hailed, luckily you guys got these translators. Although it does occur to you that worms on your face might give things away. But, for what it's worth, you hear the voice say something in Aslanti, and then also say something in common. He's like, business? What brings you
trade.
here?
We were inbound. We heard that there might be some interesting trade opportunities out here. seem to be stuck at the moment given the drift issues. So, still willing to trade if you will. Requesting permission to land.
Very well. Continue to Dock 7. You guys sail your ship in. Don't mind me, I just have like 8 reference books around me right now. Alright. As you guys make your way down, your ship docks in this gloomy side of the planet. There is the light up city below you. A lot of kind of like cyberpunky light stuff. Like there's a lot of neon, stuff's flickering. It's not very well maintained. There's black smokestacks just kind of spewing smog into the air. Like it's already dark here. It's making it even darker, but it's heating the atmosphere enough for you guys to even have a chance at living here. You guys are directed in via computer. The docking clamps let out their air and lock you all in place.
Do we want to take the annelids off? Do we want to try and hide them?
I think we need to.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Did they? And I'll gently, making sure not to hurt the thing, but unhook mine and. I guess if I have like a jar or something, I'll put that and hide that on my person somewhere.
Alright.
I'll put mine in the smuggler's compartment that SB has.
I figure I'll put mine on one of the many pockets on the inside of my coat.
I think perhaps maybe the best way to do it and the way they might respond best to us would be if they ask why we're trading Biocracy goods, it might be worth perhaps we say we pirated them. It's something we stole. We'd be looking to fence at some place like that. Is like that might I think that might be the rouse the least suspicion.
True, but might want to go with saying that we stole it or pirated it. Might doesn't really like go over too well here. You might say that something along the lines of like we salvaged it. Yeah, like we came upon a broken down abandoned ship and this just sort of fell off the back.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, not a bad plan.
Yeah.
As you guys disembark, you hear a voice up ahead. You guys, it's actually coming from lower than your eye line. You have to look down. And you hear a voice say, "All right, what kind of goods do you have?" You see. Actually, I take it back. They're actually not that short. They're taller than I thought. About the same height as you. You see a furred creature with an Aslanti, just like civilian suit on. If anyone wants to give me a life science check, see if you might have heard of these things. And if anyone wants to give me a survival check, someone can make a survival check they would like as well.
What's everyone's survival like?
Not great, but it's still better in my life sciences.
My survival is terrible, so I went life sciences.
Refine, you think this thing could be mistaken for Ysoki descended ancestry, but probably not. Must have evolved on a different type of planet of its own volition. Scythe on a 28 survival, much easier here. I will give more details in life science in a second, but on a survival check, Scythe, this is probably one of the furred creatures. The furred creature that you guys found absolutely obliterated. That was working with the Aslant landing party by Karachi Station.
I suspected that might be the case.
This is a Gossclaw. On 3738, you guys would also know that they have been rumored to be part of the Aslanti Empire, and that for the most part they are very capable engineers. It's a big thing in their society to be able to build and reverse engineer constructions from other races. Pretty tall, very thin. They mature very rapidly for a sentient humanoid species, reaching full maturity in like 13 years. You see, it kind of taps a sonic wrench in its palm, and it's just like, well, let's get on with it. Let's keep things moving, keep things quick, keep everyone selling and making deals without attracting the attention that we know we don't want to attract. You see he gestures with a wrench behind him. You guys look at the exit to this, like, docking port. There's a lot of other ships docked here, kind of go into, like, a central exit. And you see by the central exit, there is a pair of battered, beat-up-looking green robots that bear a striking resemblance to the soldiers you guys fought of the Aeon Guard, with a enormous cannon built into their right arm. You see one of them kind of like stopping someone and like in like a deep Aslanti, just like, you won't, and it like opens the door for them to go through. We see a pair of these Aslanti battle robots.
Cool. Except, I mean, not when they're going to eventually try to kill us, but you know, still cool.
Look, you got goods. You trying to strike up a deal? I can make you a deal. We make a deal right here. Don't even need to leave the port.
Sounds good. Yeah, we got essentially. I look over to you. We got Biocracy. We got stuff that we liberated from a destroyed Biocracy ship. So some trade goods that you might find interesting. Looking for trade for normal supplies, foodstuffs, and water, that sort of thing.
All right, jump on in, yo. Back him up.
All right, I think, Yo would jump in, and to help out here, they've taken, like, very detailed inventory, everything. So, like, all right, so we got some tech stuff here, we got and then here, then we got some of the stuff here, and then here, and they're just really just rattling off, like, details, everything. All right, so what's your initial offer?
Well, some of that gear is pretty cool, but we gotta keep it on the down low, you know what I'm saying? I could offer you some credits from the Empire. Good around the Empire. Is there anything particularly you're looking for? Maybe a bartering thing? What do you need?
Well, as the as Captain here said, it's like we're gonna, it's like we've been out here for a while. We're like here, and with all the, all that shit going on with the drift not working like it's supposed to, we want to make sure we got enough provisions to last us for a while.
Provisions? Oh, okay. Look, why don't you go meet my friend in town? He'll set you up nice and proper.
Yes, this friend of yours. Tell me more about this friend.
Oh, his name's Brawny. You all know
Brawny.
What a break-em
Brawny,
is?
you mean like this, and you see they'll start flexing their forearms.
Well, honestly, his arms are kind of skinny, if I'm being honest with you. But yours, you got some definition. I'll give you that.
Mm-hmm.
Look, he's you recognize him. You know what a break-em is?
Ah, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
It could be a life-size check or a bluff check.
All right, I'll definitely go with the bluff there. 33.
He's like, all right, okay, you got how things work here. Look, go find this Breakum. His name's Brawny. He'll set you up sweet, and he'll cut me in on the deal later.
Oh, and out of character, this is from something that Nix just sent me. Also, and lean a little bit close to him, say like, do you know anyone who might be able to help us out with some documentation? Mm-mm.
Some documentation? What do you mean?
Just to make sure that we can travel safely and unaccosted. that kind of documentation.
Oh, you want some papers for traveling around the city?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll give them to you. Look, if you got any, look, I could take Empire credits, Pact World credits. You got anything like that? I'll take some cash. And then you see, pulls out what looks like a fucking like inkjet printer, but the size of his palm, with like gloss paper, and he's like, I got some credits. I got some IDs for you right here. As far as they know, you've been citizens the whole time.
How many credits?
Let's
Yeah, how
say 15,000 a fake ID. Although, be honest, for some of you, it might be kind of hard to pass.
That's my thing blipped for a second. How many credits?
15,000 each. Yeah.
Look, I make good stuff. It's quality product.
You say so, but
Can I take a look at the printer and see if I think it actually outputs good quality product?
Give me an engineering check. You think, like, if you had to grade it on a traditional school scale, it'd make you like a B plus maybe.
I think, judging by what you got there, 15,000 seems a bit steep for something that might stand up at a bar.
I mean, yeah, it's like you couldn't get into one of the lower level clubs on Absalom Station with one of those things, you know?
Give me a diplomacy check.
Yeah, right. 32.
Alright, stop busting my balls. Alright, let's get I only got 3 left. 8,000 a person. Almost half. Pretty good deal.
I think as long as Yo, Refine, and Rin can pass, I think the rest of us, can either stay on the ship or stay out of sight or something like that.
I can afford to purchase my own from him at 8,000, so I'll do that.
Yeah, I'm a bit short though. I've only got 3,200.
I've got 8,200.
I can also fund the rest of yours, Yo.
All right.
So I'll give you 5,000 towards that.
All right. Yo, they say like it's like thanks, fine. I'll pay back later.
I'm also short. I got 2,000.
I only have so many credits. I'm sorry, guys.
I'm not really a talker though, so I might as well just also like try to keep it low.
Rin, I will give you mine.
Did you buy one?
I have enough for one. I have 8,200 credits.
Okay.
And I think having our utility folks able to blend in, because I can't blend in no matter what. I'm going to stand out like a sore thumb. So.
Well, yes, you're a big muscly lizard dude. You're definitely going to stand out
among the racial supremacists, transhuman empire. Yeah, I think they're gonna have issues with me no matter what. Honestly, having an ID is more suspicious.
Before he actually makes the IDs, Ben, on that 45 that I got, do I think there's anything I could do that would make his printer print out a slightly better ID for us?
You think you could tinker with it to make it better? You'd have to convince him to let you.
Here. I would say it's like now. Look.
I'll say if you throw in an extra one free, I can upgrade your product a bit.
Give me a diplomacy check.
Okay. I am very bad at this, so I may need Yo to bail me out.
Well, here's the thing. If you do all right, okay. All right. I've been waiting to bust this out here because I've had it the whole time. Like, since I imagine that 3 is a fail, right?
A 3?
But
Yeah.
I just want to make sure. Okay. So I can
Pretty
use this
confident.
once a day. I am going to go ahead and bust out my feat of comedic timing.
All right, reroll the check and play it off as a joke of the previous statement. That's so good.
All right. Let's go diplomacy. Nope. All right, there we go. I would say, like, it's like, you'll have to forgive Refine. You know how, like, androids are. It's like, they try to throw out a little bit of a joke and they can't,
Yeah.
what's that called? Was it like plain affect thing? It's like they have that, they're really good at doing that whole neutral expression. It's like,
yeah, someone's got to
to
play the straight man in the comedy group. Okay, all right.
Yeah, and also like, it's just like it's like it's just why you never play poker with them. Believe me.
That was a good one. Go one. Thanks for that. Anyway, you guys buying a couple of these or what?
All right, I'll go ahead and take one, and I'll go ahead and deduct the 8,000 credits from my sheet.
I'll give.
Yeah, I'm getting
8,000.
one.
I'll use my 8,000 so Rin can have one. I think it's good. It would be good if our human spellcaster is able to move around the city.
And might I suggest that the ones that look strange could be, I mean, you listen, man, maybe like you're the hireling or something. But he points at Scythe. He's like, you one of the ones from that shipment that came in a couple months ago?
Declaration. Yes.
Yeah, there was what was they called? Sickle. You Sicklebot?
Oh man.
I think the correct thing is for me to agree with him, but Scythe would never do that.
Hey, you could try to threaten him and just like shut his mouth, You gotta intimidate.
I do have intimidate. What do I want to say?
Certainly intimidating.
How unhinged do I want to be here?
That's up to you.
Think in that moment as it hangs in the air, I think I'm not saying anything. I'm not going to get in the way of things, but it's just like the camera's panning to everybody, and everybody's like having the anime staring at Scythe, waiting for him to make his response.
I think Refine has no idea what's going on here.
Out of character, I remember like there was those robots.
Oh no!
in that first
Out
scene.
of character. I do. In character, Refine is just going. No, he's clearly a different model. In their head.
Okay. How about this? How about I roll the intimidate and I do an answer based on how I rolled?
Sure, go for it.
Yeah. 32. Okay,
It's
that's pretty good.
for this random fucking dock worker.
Threat. You do well not to confuse me with that subpar trash.
He's like, I like looks at your weaponry. He's like, all right, okay. Look, I didn't mean nothing by it. I just thought that's. Look, well, let's call it 4,000 credits a license, okay? Is that what about that? Everybody goes back happy.
See, See, much better. See, we can all be reasonable, and don't mind Scythe here. And is that Yo will just not even without asking you, Scythe, just sort of like gently pat your chest with one of their hands, like, "Nah, this is a new one, top of the line, experimental, new experimental tech." But you didn't hear that from me.
Alright, I'll keep it to myself.
4,000. Okay.
Yeah, I'll give it to you 4,000 each.
All right. With that, I will get one for Rin and then for myself.
I will only give Yo. What is it?
In that case,
1,000 credits.
Yeah, 1,000
Yeah.
is all it would need. Yep.
Nice.
Yeah. All right.
I'm presuming that right now I'm looting weapons upgrade plan, so I'm not too worried about credits right now.
Mm-hmm.
Given from my understanding of how they view not humans, does Scythe even need papers?
Yeah, that's a pretty good guess. They maybe not.
You might need import papers, though, is the problem.
You would suspect, I think, that this Goss Claw probably has at least like some sort of paper that's like, hey, I live here. I'm not in Aslanti, but I live here.
Mm-hmm. And at least as a registered bodyguard SRO.
I mean, we could kind of say a similar thing about Shaw. Just say like he's a bodyguard we hired.
Yeah, we at least need to look the part of the bodyguards.
So I don't have 4,000 credits.
I can pay for your 4,000 credits.
I have 3,000 credits, so I could pay for.
I'll give you
3,000.
1,000 then.
All right.
Thank you, Nix.
0. Okay.
I have a couple hundred credits
All
in
right.
my name,
Um,
but I think it's worth it so that we're not going to get just shaken down by the guards constantly.
I agree. I am also as we when we go past him, I'm going to give this poor Gossclaw an extra 2,000 credits because Scythe scared the shit out of him.
He's like, that's crazy. I'll take it.
Refine does not want someone in the city who is like. Refine wants goodwill, is really what they're after.
Hey, look, credits buy you a lot of goodwill. Anyway, good luck with the
Not-
battle robots.
Not necessarily saying to him that they want goodwill, just kind of like, yeah.
Just the vibes. He probably doesn't
Yeah.
say like that exact thing back to you. But he's like, "Alright, good.
I
Have
think
fun with the battle
Refine
robots."
will ask though, if this Gossclaw knows who brought in the sickle robots.
Kind of leaves. He's like, look, that information valuable to you?
I think it's valuable to the metal one. Well, the other metal. Am I metal? I don't know.
I don't know, some sort of metal super material. Who knows?
Yeah. Well, it's some sort of nanite thing, so I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
But I think that one cares about where the robots are from. And hey, if he destroys someone, maybe more need to be brought in. Maybe you get more money when more are brought in.
Give me one more diplomacy check with a lower DC.
Refine is really
it's a pretty good argument.
I can't do it again. I only get it once per day.
I'm gonna use my 11 to give that a 10. I'm gonna use my 11 to give that a 10.
That's so bad. Now 1 for 0 is crazy.
I'm using my 11 to give it a 10.
Such a funny, it's one of the reasons I love the Starfighter system. Such a dichotomy of roles. It's like, I'm a master of computers, plus 45. What's your diplomacy? I don't, -1.
That's one of the things you just can't get from the old school time, old Pathfinder and Starfinder.
Oh,
Yeah.
God. He looks at you, he's like, you really gotta get better at shaking people down. Look, I'll tell you this, because your friend, frankly, scares the shit out of me.
He scares the shit out of me too a little bit.
He's kind of fucked up. I don't know, like, I would keep your eye on him, to be honest. Like, if I was in your party, my eye would be on him. That's
Look,
all
I
I'm
just
saying.
fix the engines. They have me around to fix the engines.
Hey, I know what that's like. He, like, taps his fucking wrench on his arm. He's like, look, alright. Mechanic to mechanic here. Mechanic to mechanic with a scary robot behind him. I don't actually know a lot about it, but I'll tell you this. Shipments, the whole point of this city is we're turning the other eye on a lot of shit, right?
Yeah.
You know, the Arsaduks probably shouldn't be doing shit like this. But I'll tell you what.
Oh.
It's not every day that you see a shipment that's being monitored by somebody Aslanti. You ever seen some of their scouts? You guys.
Let's go with no.
Okay. It's like maybe one of the most fucked up robots I've ever seen. I think it's an SRO. I'm not really sure. I don't want to get near one to find out. Anyway, they're really sneaky and they might be following you. So heads up.
All right. Thanks for the information.
Yeah, you got it.
And good luck with what you got going on here.
All right. Catch you later.
Alright.
And
Oh,
remember,
if you ever need,
Brawny, he's at this bar downtown. Tell him Tough sent you, because I want a kickback, you know?
Sure.
All right.
Oh, of course. And if you ever need someone to acquire something for you, you'll hand over a business card. Give me a call.
Hey, I love when things are acquired. You know what I mean? And on that nothing sentence, he walks away.
I will inform the group of like what I was told about the sickle robots kind of being monitored by some sort of Aslanti scout robot.
The sickles are here. Edge Corp is here somehow or another. I don't
Alright.
like that one bit.
You
Query:
guys-
How many guns do we have, Captain?
I mean, the ones that are on us at the moment, I don't believe we have any spares. Actually, I guess we did loot a couple from the... Actually, let's not be flashing those in
Aslanti.
public. Yeah, don't be flashing those in public.
Yeah.
You guys head toward the exit of the spaceport. You see two of those Aslanti battle robots. One kind of... It's basically... says it in Aslanti and says it in common. You think probably is a courtesy set by the Arsadukes for this. Is papers, please.
Ah, yes, of course. And you'll present their ID.
Alright, its eye, like, scans a red beam over your IDs. Brief pause as it's, like, kind of buffering the information. And it's just like, very well. Enjoy Doric City.
Thank you. And once we're out of earshot of the guard robots, it's like, how do you think they stay balanced when that one arm looks like it weighs so much?
Counterweights.
Ah, gotcha.
They might even have temporal mass dampeners inside for windy days.
Yo's nodding, but I think you can very easily tell they are only barely grasping what you're talking about.
We're fine. We'll probably just continue talking about how potentially these robots are staying up if not interrupted.
Alright. You guys make your way downtown. Give me just a diplomacy check. Says you try to figure out like where the guy said go find Brawny at a bar. You ask around town. They direct you towards the Neon Novitiate. As you guys make your way there, you find a rundown bar, a lot of neon, scuffed up old pool table. And behind the bar, you see this lovely fellow. What the guy called his race was a Brakim. Hey, I'm Brawny. Y'all want a drink?
Yes, please.
Alright, okay. Alright, what do you want?
Honestly, something you could degrease an engine with.
Whoa. Alright, 1 cup of engine degreaser. What else you guys want?
Let's see here. Yeah, I said they'll look at like what I imagine is probably just like a scrawled thing on the art. It's like they can't really understand the language, so they'll just point to just a random thing on the chalk menu and say like, I'll have that.
Oh wow. Okay. Partying around tonight. I mean, hey, look, fine by me.
Just make sure you put a long straw in it, and they, tap the mask.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, sure. We'll do it. Alright, so he's fixing up your drinks. He's like, so what brings you all to town, huh? Starts passing out the drinks. He, passes Shaw. It might actually just be engine degreaser. You're not really sure.
Alright. Been a moment I've had something that'll set my stomach on fire.
Oh, what do y'all want here?
I'll look over to Yo.
Well, a friend of yours over at the docks told us to come see you.
Which friend? I've got 3.
Oh. The sort of man who gets around in social circles, I see.
I mean, I guess it's just 3 friends, you know how it is.
Indeed. Well, let's see here. Let's see. Sorry, just flip through my notes real quick.
It was tough, wasn't it?
Ah, yes. It was gentleman by the name of Tough.
Oh, yeah. That's one of the 3. Hell yeah. So look, what do you want? What do you want from him? You want he sent you here, I assume, to sell some stuff. That's usually what he do.
Yes, we have some things we picked up from broken down, abandoned biocracy vessel we came along. You know how it is. Stuff as ships get damaged, drawn through the drift, and stuff tends to fall off the back of it,
Hey man, I know how that thing's just falling in my lap all the time, frankly. It's a problem. Anyway, I get you some stuff. What you want? You trying to get some credits? You trying to barter? What you getting for these?
Well, credits probably would be nice if you have any left over, but we're mostly looking for provisions, food, water, things that are good for long travels in the black.
I could do that. Give me a diplomacy check.
All right. Ooh, 33.
He's just like, all right, we'll iron out the details. You get me how much product you want. I'll get you how much product you need. You got a ship we could. Should we do this at the docks or?
Yeah, I'll look over to you.
Well, wouldn't want to. Let's see here. Yeah, I'll go with Shaw. It's like, so what do you think? You think docks are good for here? What are
Yeah.
you thinking?
Let's just have them straight here. They already know we're here. So, yeah, straight to the dock. No reason to mess about.
Sure. Docks sounds good. No reason to complicate things, right?
While you guys are in the bar, give me a perception check.
Yeah, that was coming.
I do have a feeling this is going to end up like the bar fight in Dispatch.
Someone played that game.
You're saying that like it's a bad thing.
Should probably play that game.
I will give myself my 9, so one of us hits 30.
It's fair. All right. You don't really. The only other guy in here doesn't seem to do anything. But there's like a drunk Aslanti looking guy in the corner. That's about it. Could talk to him. You could just go on your way, but it doesn't seem to be doing anything, especially.
Is he
Is it-
watching us?
Yeah.
On a 30, he looks like a drunk guy that isn't really paying attention to you.
Can we challenge him to a game of pool to see how drunk he actually is?
Sure. That's what you want to do. Who wants to go tell him that?
Let's not. That would be like. Do you point him out to Shaw? I guess I'm not going to intervene unless.
Yeah,
Refine says something.
Refine will just like send a message to Shaw that's like, there's a drunk guy here. I don't know how much we should be concerned about him.
Leave it be for now. Let's see if he follows us or anything. And this is all like I'm typing it by like on like my wristpad
Yeah.
and stuff over back to her.
All right. You guys start heading back. Give me another perception check.
Before we leave,
Mm-hmm.
does he have vision, lines of sight to everywhere in the bar?
From his angle, no, not over to these booths over here.
Okay. Refine would probably walk over towards one of them. Well, that's risky. Never mind.
Okay. You got it.
For context, I was thinking of maybe having SB kind of come off and sit behind to see if he follows us out, but I think that's not worthwhile.
I think
You
as
said
we're
perception checks.
perception. Yeah, I imagine as
So-
like we're walking back, you just hear like little coughs from like Yo, and she's like, oh, "Damn, what the fuck was in that drink?"
Did you have any of your engine greaser? And also you had the special drink. So both of you give me a fortitude save,
Fortitude
and
save.
Shaw as well if you drank his thing.
Oh boy, my worst save! Yay!
I would probably very gingerly sip it for fear of
Hey, not terrible.
acceptable.
Shout out another really shitty perception roll. Hopefully, Shaw, Yo, or Rin do better.
All right, I didn't just like shotgun it, Ben, but I did take a sip.
Okay.
Or whatever it is that's
Uh,
apparently affecting me, because
Yeah,
I don't
yo,
notice
you are
anything.
most
So-
assuredly. I would say give yourself like the. We're just gonna subtract 2 from all your rolls right now.
Sorry,
Oh boy.
I went to go grab some water. Was there another perception check?
Yeah.
There is
Yeah.
another perception check now. Yes.
Okay.
Good heavens.
Um. You guys sense that you are being followed, and I'm gonna get a little cheeky with my map design here to set the scene. Give me 1 sec.
Nope. I think my token has vision.
Don't worry,
Mine
I'm
doesn't.
gonna unblock things out in a second.
Also,
okay.
did I pass my fortitude save on a 25?
On a 25, you just barely did.
So I was like, I think he actually might have tried to give me a degree there. Ugh.
Yeah, I don't know what was in that cabin, but I think I felt my soul leave my body for a second.
Yeah.
I don't know why you continue to order these drinks.
To be fair, I haven't had one in quite some time. Severon has been trying to have me have more of the champagne and stuff.
It's much better for you, probably, I assume.
Certainly
You
better than
guys,
that. Next time I might just have a shitty whiskey.
Duck down one of the side
My
streets.
token is apparently massive,
Yeah, hold on.
and
Yeah.
I cannot see anything.
You guys duck down to one of the side streets. Take a little alleyway, get to the port faster. Making your way through a dark alley here.
Because that always ends well.
A little isometric with this.
If I get the sense that we're being followed, can I have SB come out of tattoo form and just like climb up on top of one of the fans?
Sure, but you can drag on one of those fans.
Just as kind of like almost acting as a static video camera to see who or what is following us.
All right. Give me 1 second. Actually, wait, no, that's not the one I want. I want that color. There we go. That's what I want.
Voice.
You guys turn around to a figure following you in the alley. You see a blacked out visor, maybe mist behind it. Built-in weaponry on the arms, a rifle built in one, tubes going around armor. The armor, admittedly more like lacking in any distinguishing features. No symbols, no paint job. That's been kind of scraped off. But upon seeing this person kind of sneaking around the back of the alley towards you guys, what do you all say?
I'll look over to Seth. Acquaintance of yours?
Do I recognize this robot?
Give me a perception check. Specifically from Scythe. Oh, Davey. This guy's hard to read,
might.
but Scythe, you lock in, and at first his legs might be maybe scrapped from a robot, perhaps. They're a little narrow, but there's definitely a humanoid in this suit. More importantly, on a nat 20, he seems locked the fuck in looking at you. He's trying to keep it casual, but his body language and eyes, he's zeroed in on Scythe. What are you all doing here? Comes a muffled voice from behind the mask.
Why is that any of your business?
Eyes flick over to the drunk Yo. I'm making it my business. What are you doing with one of those? He nods his head towards Scythe. And you see like he like raises his rifle arm a little bit. Nothing to say.
I think Refine is gonna like lean over to Scythe and say, because I don't think Refine has actually seen a sickle robot yet.
No.
So I think Refine's
the
just...
only ones we've seen, quote unquote, in the campaign are the ones that Scythe took out at the beginning.
Yeah. So I think Refine's just gonna kind of lean over a little bit towards Scythe and say, I know you really dislike the sickle ones. Do they dislike you as well? Is it like a mutual hatred thing?
Declaration. They hate me because they ain't me.
Love it.
Shaw looks over towards the stalker. He and I are under bodyguards under contract. To
You
that
guys
one.
chuckle, he's like, shut up.
Yeah, I think it's like still feeling a little drunk. Yo's like supporting themselves against the wall and just starts saying, "Everybody needs a robot. Something I have always said.
If you've got one of them with you, then you have to be the
Everybody
Arcedux's
needs a
pocket.
friend
You!
that's got a shiny metal
Are-
head."
Shut
Are
up.
you a sickle robot?
What? Do I look like an SRO?
No, you look like shit, man.
I think this is probably the first time Refine has been like actually taken a good look at this guy.
You say like you look like shit. You're like as like energy begins to power up in that red gauntlet on his right hand.
Shaw is not reaching for his weapons yet, but
Well,
as
if
soon as he
you're
hears
not-
that charge,
A sickle robot, then I don't think we have any issue with you, because he only has issue with the sickle robots as far as I can tell.
Give me a diplomacy check. It simply is what you have to do.
Oh god.
I think things would go a lot easier if we just took the lot of you now. What do you say? You guys hear clang, and someone lands behind you. Hear a bit more of a femme voice. Is like, I don't know. She looks like another android like me. That's something. Could be interesting. You see this humanoid touch down behind you, almost Iron Man style. Now, my friend over there's a little trigger happy. Maybe you should give us some solid reasons or evidence as to why we shouldn't just waste you.
I mean, there's like two of you, and like, Yo's like counting on all of like their hands, like more of us. Like, I don't like your odds right now.
If
Coming
you're
from
an
a
android,
drunk person, it's not that impressive.
I did some work with the Liberation Front. Does that buy me any goodwill?
Give me a sense motive check. She like almost staggers, but she seems floored by what you just said. You hear the one with the red eyes behind you. He like fully levels his rifle at this point, like his rifle arm. He's like, "What do you know about the front? Talk now."
I think they don't want me to give out information about the work I did with them.
What work?
Well, I
See the Andrew one tilts her head and is like, "Yeah. What work would you have done?"
Well, I've done a little bit of I guess the word would be unauthorized computing.
You see they look at each other. What liberation front are you talking about? You see her hands, the android that flew in, start to crackle with purple electricity and runes spiral around them. She's like, "Yeah. What liberation front?"
I think at this point, Refine's just going to go to Shaw and say, I have no idea what I'm supposed to do here.
Scythe is gonna get in between Refine and the Iron Man looking girl. Point his rifle at her
Wait.
and say,
Wait.
"Threat, if you want violence, I will give you violence."
Wait.
Oh, that's cute. You
pulled the
gave it
trigger
permission
yet.
to talk.
Fine.
The hell? I didn't give it permission to do any. It just does what it wants to do.
What are you talking about? It's a robot. It's not an SRO.
No, that's not. It is.
We are also robots.
I think you know we're a bit more than that. Wait, you said he's an SRO?
This is because he's not a sickle.
What do you mean? He looks pretty damn close to a sickle. You hear the one near the back's like, almost identical.
Trust me, if you pursue this further, I promise you he will show you the difference. Now, what's your business here? This is not a sickle. He has business with them, and judging by your reaction, probably a similar business to what you all do.
Everyone give me a perception check. SB is gonna get a +5 on this. Give me 1 sec. Alright, what was our highest one there? We got 31, 35. Alright. Refine. On a 35, beating a 34 stealth check. You see there is some sort of robotic looking humanoid crouched on one of the upper walls here. You see it is drawing a blade out of seemingly thin air, and you can tell that it is of a Zlanti design. It doesn't appear that the two people with you have noticed it, or that anyone else in your party has noticed it. What do you do?
I think Refine is going to immediately tell Scythe and Shaw as SB is going to throw an instant aquarium on the side of the building that SB and the robot are on.
All right. I'm gonna say I'm gonna need you to give me a bluff check if you're gonna try to engage in combat, because it thinks no one's noticed it yet.
Well, I don't know if I'm. Are we trying to engage in combat?
You're the
I am.
only one that knows that it's there. But to be fair, I think you would know that Scythe is like literally always ready to engage combat. So I don't know.
Does it look like it is planning to attack us?
It's actively like forming a blade out of what looks like green mist. You're pretty confident.
Okay, then yeah, that's I will try the bluff check. 26.
Ooh, okay, let's see if its sense motive is as good
And-
as its bluff.
Its sense motive is too lower against
Oh,
me
because you're
because
a
of my
fucking android, yeah.
Yeah.
What did you get? 26?
Yeah.
Fuck. All right, so you see on a 35, you get past its 34 fucking stealth. By reducing its sense motive by 2, you beat its 25 with a 26. That's fucking unreal. The fucking odds of that shit. Oh my god. It has no idea. It has no idea.
Yeah, so
That's
Refine is telling this to
crazy.
Shaw and Scythe as Espy just like drops an instant aquarium on the side of the building around it.
Hell yeah. Okay. We are going to, here's what we're going to do. No one roll in yet. I'm going to clear the initiative order. We're not really going to use battle map tactics here. We're going to do a little bit of theater of the mind. We're going to mix it up. But go ahead and roll in. This dude ate shit on his initiative. God damn.
Beans, do you want to reroll?
Yeah.
All right.
Hey guys, I had no idea what the fuck's going on right now.
Yeah, holy
I think
shit.
you're
What,
a minus
what a-
two
what a
to that, aren't
canonically-
you?
oh yeah, it is also at a
That's
-2
what-
technically, so you're at 30.04.
All right. Scythe, you have a reroll.
That's fucking crazy.
Better.
Espy will probably. Yeah, that's fine.
Alright. Insanely now. Alright, so Scythe is gonna go first. Oh, let me find. Oh man, what was it? I'm getting lost in my own sea of effects here. I'll find it. Chill. I'm trying to find the aqueous, the good orb I had last time, and I'm losing my mind. What did I save it under? Okay, well, I'll use a different one for now, and I'll keep looking while we're doing this. But oh no, there we go. I think that was it. Was that it? I'm pretty sure that was it. If not,
No
close
idea. I
enough.
don't remember.
Okay, I don't think it is, but I'll figure it out later. Aqueous sphere appears. This thing is caught up in it. Scythe, you see up top. I mean, clearly it's been indicated by a giant water grenade. You see this robotic-looking form finishing its blade out of thin air.
What is my penalty firing through the aquarium?
I think it's a -2.
I think it's just a -2.
Hmm. Would he have cover if I shot at him right now?
I don't think so. I think from the angle, he was getting ready to jump down, so I don't think so.
Hmm. Kind of the most concerned about that one. So I think I might just dock it at him.
Go for it.
I mean, I feel like the scout. Up to you. I don't know. If
Are you
these
aiming?
folks
Are you
have
saying for the
defensive-
scout? Which one are you aiming for?
The scout.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I thought you were pointing at Iron Man guy. Sorry, my brain.
All right.
I'm not entirely sure they are hostile yet, honestly.
We may have common cause with them.
So I'm firing at the scout. There's going to be a penalty to this, like the -2, I think you said.
Yep. Pretty
One of
fucking
those
good.
hits, I think.
All right. This is against EAC, right?
Yeah.
All 3 hit.
Oh no.
However,
That's not good for him.
as it punches into him, you see the heat dissipates across its body like a flickering, almost like a whirlpool. It reduces the damage by a lot for each of those.
Right. I do have
How much
Just
extra? Oh yeah, how much
stacking-
extra does it punch through? I forgot.
I haven't checked in a while. Let me check.
I want to say it reduces their energy resistance by 15, 10, something like that.
That's one of them.
Well, because it stacks with the other ability, though, right? That's what we decided.
Yeah. Is it Unstoppable Strike?
I think
it's
so.
Unstoppable Strike.
Unstoppable Strike, and then the other one because you also had.
So
Same
okay,
one
so
I do.
10 total then.
Well, no, there's 10, and do you also? Oh yeah, Unstoppable Strike. That is the one
Yeah.
I have. Never mind.
Also, there'd be Oh no, that's not it. Wrong
That's if you
ability.
go into melee with him. But that does mean because
Yes,
of
yeah.
your double abilities there, it's basically an extra 30 damage because you reduce the reduction by 10 on each of them.
Focus
Everything goes-
damage is the one I was thinking of, which is when you focus fire, each attack against the first target deals 2d6 additional damage.
Whew. Okay, so roll 66 then. God damn, racking it up. Bolts flying into the water grenade sphere, kind of turning a bunch of it to steam as it looks like it's just truly overheating this thing's capacity to disperse heat. Is that your turn?
Make sure I'm between Refine and Iron Man, just in case they are hostile.
Okay. You mean this one over here?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, you the tracker's doing that thing again. You kind of interpose yourself between them.
Yeah.
All right.
That'll be it for me.
SB. What's SB doing up there? Fine.
One sec, I have to read something. Sorry, it's been a while since I've.
She's just finding out how SB can do like 37
Okay.
d6 damage.
SB is going to move next to it and put down a water grenade again.
A second water grenade?
Well, because the first one only lasts a single round.
Oh, that's true. Okay, well, I shouldn't have
So just
duplicated it. That's my
yeah.
bad. Like around here-ish. You want it to encompass you guys.
Yes.
Okay. Are you getting up next to it?
Yeah, SB just needs to be next to it.
Okay. All right. I mean, yeah, it goes off. This thing looks like it is kind of mired by the water. It's moving a little slow.
That's it for SB's turn.
All right. You see the android that landed in like Iron Man. She like looks up at it, surprised. Shit! Stellar Scout, take it out now. she is going to raise her hands up. And you see that she, like, holds them up. You see the various, like, neon and, like, old, like, illuminated lights around here start to flicker, and little jolts of electricity gather in her hands as she sucks the electricity from the alleyway, and then points her fingers clawed at the scout, and a violent, like, storm of electricity rips towards it. It is Alas going to make its save. It's going to have that, but it is not strong against electricity. Okay. This thing is starting to look bloodied as electricity plays across its body. Oh, actually, hold on. Okay. Everything I said is true. Continue. No one should ever doubt me. You see she takes a step back from Scythe. A little bit to get away from it, but also, like, it seems like she's just trying to get better angles on the scout up there. Rin.
JB.
How close are we to the first robots? Because I imagine if we're talking to them, we're not too far.
Close to these guys?
Yeah.
The one with red eyes is probably like 10 feet back from you guys in the alleyway. The one over here is probably, honestly, because Rin's kind of in the middle of the party, probably 10 feet out of the direction.
Okay. I'm going to cast a haste on, let me see, up to one creature per level. What level are we again?
Is one creature per level? Is
All
that
of us. Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Rin holding handle off. Old school runes spiraling around, wrapping around the bodies of your allies. Are you also doing it on the two that accosted you in the alley?
Yeah.
All right. They look surprised. They like feel their reflexes speed up. You hear this one, the android, she's like, hell yeah. And then one's like, what? But yeah, they hear you say, fuck him up. Alright, that's crazy. Shaw.
Well, not being one to waste a haste.
That's how you do diplomacy, people.
Mm-hmm.
It's a hell of a diplomacy. That's a crazy diplomacy trick.
Using the integrated force pack, I'm going to, blast clean through the water, just brute force my way through it, and get right in this thing's face and try and lock him down.
That's so cool. Whoom! Jets igniting, leaping into the air.
Also, it's not even jets, it's because it's a force pack. I'm just
that's
like
true.
levitating, like,
yeah.
I just lift off the ground, like, just like repulsor style, straight through it, like
you just like brace your legs and launch, so like the ground cracks a little bit and the grav tech takes over. Are you trying to grapple it, or are you trying to like slam into it with your weapon?
I'm trying to slam into it with my weapon. If it moves, it has to take attack of opportunity.
Hell yeah!
I don't. Grappling is weird in this game, and I don't.
It is weird.
I don't feel it. I think it's just given that I saw it was not resistant to electricity. I think a Storm Dashko to the face is the right call. And given that I can move and then full attack because of the haste I was just given. Full attack, Storm Dashko. These are at -2 though because of the water. Or actually, does that affect melee attacks?
It does unless it's a piercing weapon, but I think is yours piercing? No, right?
It's electric.
Then I think it's a -2 because you're still swinging a physical weapon.
All right. Hopefully 2 of those hit, even on EAC.
The middle will miss. The other 2 hit, and boom. Oh, I forgot I had it stealth, but it does go next. Whoops. I'm just gonna put it after. There we go. So it takes 41 and 38, or yeah, 38. Devastating. This thing looks barely alive. It is near death's door, starting to spark. You see, it looks like as you're up close now, Shaw. This thing isn't really one metal body. It looks like it's made up of some kind of nanite.
Interesting.
It's gonna be its turn next. It looks at its ruined body. It's almost dead. Its nanites at first look like they're starting to repair themselves, and then you see that they're actually just glowing brighter and brighter green. You hear the one with the red eyes and the mask go, "Shit, you triggered it! Everyone down!" Remember, haste, I believe, does improve your reflex saves.
Can
Which
I?
is what- Go ahead.
I'm gonna
Do I
take
get
this
my action before it explodes?
No, because it was next in the order.
Can I?
Okay.
Given that I'm next to it, can I? Ordinarily, this would be against an attack, but could I basically put myself in front of SB, so that way it doesn't get blown to bits?
Oh, interesting.
And I can take the damage much more than SB can.
Yeah, I would say.
Also,
you
does the
can-
water affect? Does the fact that it's exploding in a pool of water?
Yeah, I'm
absorb any
lowering
of the impact?
I'm lowering like the weapon damage. I'm basically lowering its the DC of this self-destructibility by 2 because of the sphere.
Okay.
So yes, it definitely matters. Okay. So I'm gonna say if you're diving in front of SB, you can stop her from getting injured. But the flip side is that you're taking a -2 penalty on your save to see if you're taking full damage here.
That's fine.
All right, everyone, give me a reflex save. And I'll roll for my people.
Why can't I? There. Alright, well, I embrace that warmly with my face.
Okay. This we're really running the numbers on math today. So, the original DC is 21. Reduced by 2 from the bubble is 19. So Rin does pass. Shaw, you had a -2 penalty to your save, but that brings it down to 19, which is canceled out by the fact that Refine had the bubble around it. So you also pass. So everyone passes.
All right.
Including the people who accosted you in the alleyway. So let me add up some numbers here. Okay, that is 46 piercing damage as it basically just expels its nanites in every direction like fucking shrapnel. 46 and then have it to 23.
And for those of us with DR, we reduce that.
And then yeah, if you have DR, reduce it by whatever you have.
I take
You said it was
18.
piercing?
Piercing, yeah.
Oh, great.
It's weird because it's a self-destructibility, but it's not really an explosion. It's more like it is literally ejecting the nanites that it makes up itself at like high velocity. All right, we are out of combat. Everyone is going to get. Let's see, that's not a very difficult encounter, but all the same, you need XP. 2,000 XP.
So 343, 215.
I've got 347.
Did I math incorrectly again?
I think so.
Did you add the 20,000 earlier?
I added the
Or
22,000.
22,000, sorry.
Yeah, I also added the 22,000.
What do the rest of y'all have?
Can anyone corroborate? We'll corroborate the number later. All
Alright.
You see the two of them kind of like turn their they look at each other face place like. The demon's like, then you're not with the Aslanti. You're not with the throne.
No.
You see the android. If you let her refine, and Scythe, if you let her, she tries to like reach out and grab Refine's shoulder. Do you guys let that happen?
Yeah, I will allow that to happen.
She said, you called it a
Okay.
liberation front. What liberation front? Be specific.
The one in the Pact Worlds?
Is it the one for androids?
Yeah.
There's an android. That doesn't matter. Shit, they'll have heard that shooting. We all need to go now. You all, follow us. You see the...
I'll have SB kind of come back and turn into a tattoo on me again.
Okay. He, melts into your skin. You see the big... He's at least like 6'9". This huge dude in power armor. He will... Sorry, I deleted the tokens because I'm moving quick. He reaches up the red glowing gloved hand, puts it over the like clear-ish plexiglass faceplate with the glowing red eyes. You see, he pops it off his face. You realize the red lights are built into the glass, and they come away with the mask. You see the smoke inside, like a fog machine, clears away. You see a pale-skinned human man with slightly glowing purple eyes. You would think back, you flash back to Corum and his deputies, kind of very derogatorily calling the Aslanti Bright Eyes. As he turns to look toward all of you, still in like a deep voice, but now less muffled by the mask, he's like, "Be that as it may, after what you just did to that scout, if he was sending back a feed, you're part of a different movement now. Welcome to the Thessalonian Liberation Front." And we're gonna end there for the week, as you guys take off running, fully hasted by Rin.
Cool. Violence.
Thanks everyone for watching. We'll be back next week.